The following is brought to you by the People's National Party.
Make the trumpets play. Jamaican people want better. Economy coming like stormy weather. Ancestors are turning on them grave. To get champion, we can do it together. When we look at the future of precipice, we see Jamaica needs the vision of the PNP. People said the bag of promises, them can't carry go shop. And the crime rate getting higher, wonder when it a go stop, comrades. Jamaican people want better. Economy coming like stormy weather. Ancestors are turning on them grave. To get
The proceeding was brought to you by the People's National Party.
Well. Wonderful morning, afternoon, and good night to all my blessings. Pete, before I do anything else, let me do my endorsement in my group chat here. Right, let me talk to my Energizer bunnies. Right, because they are the one who bring it right each day, and we are happy for that. All right, let us deal with our roll call. Of course, Dorothy McCoy. Blessings, Beverly. Bless up yourself, Carly Banks, Angela Hastings, Richard Reed, and Patel Krushang, Matthew Lewis, Laverne P9R, and Veronica. Right, let me see who we have here. Iselin Fairweather. Right, blessings, my sister. C Jam Carty. All right, always right. So interactive. Dorothy Richards, right? Carly Banks, Carol Banton, sorry, and Anne Marie, right? This morning, as usual, people, you know that Mystic is flying solo on a Friday morning. Right, wifey taking her risk, and of course the melting pot, you will see him later, right? And so then, you know, of course, and I still enjoy my Friday afternoon, right, talking to my people, right? And so to all the listeners, right, an umbrella welcome to you all. Now again, we had seen the Prime Minister. Let us talk about the Prime Minister for a while and what had happened yesterday in terms of his deliverance. Make me stronger, right, as it relates to having such, confidence in Mark Golan. Because people, he has no strategy to drive us, right, as it relates to make our nation being a progressive nation. He has none, and he had proven himself, right? He had gotten the opportunity as it relates to 5-6 hours, and most of what he had spent there is going back in history, accusing Michael Manley for this, which, it's totally lie, right? And when you look, you are saying to yourself, what is the strategy going forward, right? You have been there from 2016, and what we have on record is that you're a promiser that never deliver. And yesterday, you are proving it, which sends Mark Golan way above the threshold, right? In terms of, Mark Golan who came, right, and Tuesday criticized what is wrong with the government and spoke the truth as it relates to what being identified, the extraction of NHT, right? And poor economic performance and all of that. But Mark G did not just came and criticizing. He offered what we call fundamental solutions. And oh my God, it was awesome. 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 And to be honest, Jamaican people, I'm not being biased. Not at all. But you just can't compare a Andrew Holness with a Mark Golding. So I wouldn't even try to even compare. Because the truth be told, right? I mean, it's day and night. Now, Mark Golding, who has years of experience in business, right? As it relates to Bunting and Golding, and ran a successful business, right? And, well established, right? And had done extremely well. Now, as I said, I can't compare Andrew Holness with Mark G, because Andrew Holness is a career politician that has no experience in business. Mark G, again, is a business lawyer, right? Know the ins and outs. And so then how can you dare to compare, right? We have Draws Davis spinning the thing and talk about Andrew Holness is prime ministerial. No, Draws Davis, you're kidding in your boots. You're kidding, right? But we understand in terms of how the politics, role and the benefits being offered and, you eating out of the trough. We don't expect anything better, right? We know that, of course, your political bias is just overly pronounced. And so then we just take that for that. But let me show proof in the pudding in terms of when we look on Mia Mottley, right? And Mia Mottley, somehow in terms of her election and the victory that she has. And Mia Mottley said something, and I want to go back to it. And in a brief snippet, Mia Mottley was saying that if you are to take advice, you don't want to take it from a Jamaica Labour Party administration, and particularly a Christopher Tufton. And that define the Jamaica Labour Party. I want to play the clip and let people hear it before we get into some of the snippets of Andrew Holness, right, exhibiting equal eye out of his mouth. All right, so let us just dig into this and let us allow Mia Mottley to remind, right, us locally and in the diaspora why we need not to, be naive. Let me just use that word in wanting to listen to Andrew Holness. How long have we been listening to Andrew Holness, right? Going over 10 years, and from 2015, right? Promising and non-delivery. Let me say something as it relates to the methodology of madness. If you have someone, right, continue to repeat the same thing over and over and over and over, and that person expect to get a different result, then right, that is what we call the methodology of madness. So what you expect from Andrew Holness, and that is one of the reasons why yesterday I said I'm not going to give him any ear time, because I know him. I would be wasting my time, right? I anticipate that he's going to speak garbage out of his mouth, and there he goes. He had spoken garbage out of his mouth. So then, right, I was correct. Not going to waste my time. Not going to do that. And I will never, right, lend him my important ear space when I'm supposed to teach my people, right? I mean, solid information. No, we are not going to do that. We are not going to do that. And Mia Motley is actually saying the same thing to us. All right? Don't waste any time, right, in terms of listening to the Jamaica Labour Party administration. Where good governance is concerned, no, not them. And that is what Mia Motley was saying. Listen to Mia Motley. Listen to Mia Motley. Right? Listen to this, my people. A short snippet. Listen.
That it is Ralph who got the Jamaica Labour Party advising him through the company Market Me. Don't talk to me. Talk to Ralph directly. So you get confused with who is really advising who from Jamaica. That it is Ralph who got the Jamaica Labour Party advising him through the company Market Me. Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me.
Talk to Ralph directly. So you get confused with who is really advising who from Jamaica.
All right. Okay. There you have it. Loud and clear. Market me. Don't talk to me. Right? Don't listen to Jamaica Labour Party administration. What are they coming with? They know nothing about governance. But if you particularly incline to want to know how to be corrupted, well, of course, yes, you can listen to them. If you want to know the art of corruption, yes, you can listen to them. Right? If you want to know how to funnel taxpayers' money, yes, you can listen to them. Voter suppression and, all of that. High level of criminality, yes, man, I them that. Right? But when it comes to a Mia Motley, good governance, transparency, and accountability. Right? Mia Motley, you can't listen to Jamaica Labour Party. Market me. Don't talk to me. Lovely, Mia Motley. Love you, Mia Motley. Now let us get into, some snippets of, what was said, and we are going to, show evidence, because the thing is, Jamaican people, that when we are speaking as Manleyites, right, that we don't just speak, we have our evidence, our source of information, and we depend on that, right? The Jamaica Labour Party, they go on political platform and they speak loosely, right? And obviously never ever able to present the source of information. I want to say something, and I leave it for later show. And when I said that the Jamaica Labour Party is, cleaning some stuff off the internet, I am going to show you strong evidence, and you're going to surprise. You're going to surprise. And let me say it, right? I don't know if, and I want to be truthful here, I don't know if the observers collecting any money, right, to do these things, or the Star, particularly where mainstream media concerned. But I have the evidence, and I'm going to show the people. And the evidence that you try to clean from the Observer website and the Star website, that is information that people know. That is information that I had spoken over and over. And the information that I'm talking about, right, is the information as it relates to Jamaica Labour Party administration, as it relates to Nigel Clark, because I realized that when I spoke about it, right, some shuffling being done. But remember, this is how stupid you people are. And let me talk to JLP communication team. I am talking about Christopher Tufton, who head the communication team. So you have to know about that. I am talking about Abka Fitz-Henley, right? I am talking about Morgan, right? You guys, what you are doing is a fundamental wrong. And let me tell you specifically what you had tried to clean. Right? I asked the question that, and I remember asked Rattigan the specific question. And after I asked Rattigan the question, I realized that you went and you cleaned the internet. Why are you doing that? I asked Rattigan the question that Nigel Clark, Andrew Ones would have known that SSL doesn't have a license. And if SSL doesn't have a license, who made the decision in taking the NIS monies, the ed tax monies, NHT monies, and put into SSL? And so that is very serious, right? And remember, Fed is investigating these things. So I don't know why you rush to clean it. And here, Jamaica, listen to this in terms of what they put on the net. That Andrew Owen's administration has never placed NHT nor NIS or any of the taxpayers' money into SSL. Yes, they put that up. I am going to show it for later. So please, stop it. You people need to stop it. Because what it is showing, it is showing that really and truly you're corrupted. And you are showing also that something fundamental wrong with that. And you can't erase that. The question I've already asked by me to Rattigan. And it is in the air. You can't clean that. So, come on, Christopher Tufton, you can't say no about that, you know. You're responsible for communication. Right? You can't say no anything about that. That goes to your level of corruption again. And so then, of course, the Auditor General by this, and the DPP, and FID, right, or any of the investigators who are investigating would have to ask a question like that. So I don't know, you taking it off of the net. What do you think can happen? You're going to stop investigators from asking these questions? Come on, this is just stupidness, just ludicrous. Right? Just madness. Just madness. Crazy. Now, let me just begin in terms of the show. But we are going to address that later, and I'll be showing the people as it relates to what you have tried, what you are trying to do. Right? It makes no sense, right? Cleaning the internet, right? Those evidence would have already been captured. Would not have no sense, right? Those evidence would have already been captured. Come on, one would do better than that, man. Now, let us get into our. All right, so. Let us deal with this. All right. Let us. Okay. So we clear that. Don't want to show that again. So let me just move it from the screen because that thing is right. Clouding my space. All right. Okay, just give me a minute, my peeps. All right, yes, let us share this information here. And let us listen to, of course, the King Promiser, right? Just pure fluff coming out of his mouth. Let us listen to him.
As Prime Minister, And most people would understand my job to be directing and coordinating all of government through cabinet ministers. However, I also want to point out that I stand here as a minister of government as well, with direct oversight of several substantial portfolio responsibilities. I don't only direct, convene, and preside, I also do the heavy lifting of ministerial work as well. Over 4 ministries. Madam Speaker, the leader of the opposition only talks. I do the job of Prime Minister, and I head 4 other ministries. The leader of the opposition only talks. Many times nonsense. And takes home $27 million. In the last term, the leader of the opposition earned more than the Prime Minister. The opposition spokesman on finance stood in this house and said the opposition has no problem with the increase in MP salaries. A few days later, the PNP General Secretary put out a release saying they strongly object to the salary increase for cabinet ministers and members of parliament. Yet, Madam Speaker, none of them, with their self-righteous objection, declined to take their salary increase. None of them. In fact, Madam Speaker, they were the first ones calling the Parliament to find out the amount of their retroactive pay. I'll share this with you, Madam Speaker. A member on that side, not to be named, obviously concerned that the public posture of the PNP could force the government to reverse the pay increase, called to say that I should ignore the statement of the PNP General Secretary and the leader of the opposition, as all their MPs agreed with the increase and could not survive without it. You know yourself. Madam Speaker, when I took the decision to forego the pay increase, I said in a widely circulated press statement, this has broader implications for not only the current holder of the office of Prime Minister, but previous Prime Ministers or their surviving spouses and possibly future Prime Ministers. It therefore must be considered very carefully. My current decision to forego any salary increase could easily be changed by another Prime Minister in the future, or a new mandate may give an opportunity to reconsider the Prime Minister's salary. On September 3rd, 2025, leader of the opposition, the people of Jamaica weighed all these matters in the political scale and gave my administration a new mandate based on the work we have done to earn their confidence. I stand here.
Okay. Jamaica. You know why I played it out? As according to him, that he had given a new mandate as a result of the work that they have done. And so then he's speaking to say that they overperformed, right? And they deserve their salary. Now, that is the meat of the matter. He had also spoken that the leader of the opposition only talks, and many times nonsense. So then the issue this morning is performance. Let us get into that. The issue this morning is performance. Now, when I say that this prime minister, right, how do you measure performance? That's the question. How do you measure performance? Now, if you have your mandate, right, and your mandate said A, B, C, D, E, and you have fulfilled your mandate, then of course, on those matrix, you will be graded. Andrew Holness has not fulfilled nothing that he promised. So I am going to play the clip for Jamaica, and you tell me, how do you grade it? All of what Andrew Holness promised, nothing has been delivered. So then, on what basis that he was graded on his performance? He said he had now agreed to take the salary, right? You know, because he deserved it. Because, you know, he well performed. As a matter of fact, he overperformed. As according to how I heard some people are spinning it like Jaws Davis and Big Mama. Overperformed. The prime minister was prime ministerial. You know, the whole thing. But look, Jaws Davis. Look, Big Mama. Jamaica, I want you to look. Let us roll back the curtain. Get into the art of performance with the prime minister and see how the prime minister performed. We are here for him. Now look at this, Jamaica. We only showing the facts, you know. Right? We only showing the facts. Now, let us look, Jamaica, how the prime minister performed and what the prime minister delivered on. That is how we're going to share gear the prime minister now. Let us look, right, as it relates to way back from 2015. And as a matter of fact, when the prime minister came into power, right, all these things that he promised that he's going to do, right, did the prime minister deliver on them? Let us look.
Our first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to fix the date for general elections in Jamaica. So no government will be able to come and make false promises and hide the truth and tell you half truths and trick you into voting for them. And then when them win, them throw on poison for you.
100 days. The fixed election date, still I wait for the promise to fulfill. One broken promise after another. Laughable, as I said, none of your promise not fulfill yet, boss. So there you wait.
Within the first 100 days of our government, we will start the legislative process to institute impeachment proceedings in Parliament. This will add another layer of protection of the parliament to ensure that only members of unquestioned integrity sit in the parliament. All ministers under the new Jamaica Labour Party government will be given a job letter. That job letter has a timeline of 2 years and 6 months with key performance targets, which are agreed upon by the cabinet, focused on 2 things: economic growth and job creation.
Andrew, you need to do what you said from 2016. You say you're going to put it on paper. So anything you put on paper, the MP have to work with it. So you need to do it now. I feel like, say, when you do that, the MP will do them work and we will see work done in the community.
Within the first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to introduce term limits on the office of Prime Minister.
Andrew, unless January, him break him promise and nothing him say I'm gonna do, you know, for the next 100 days and now him not do nothing. Him not keep no promise and him say I'm the promise keeper. What a promise, January style.
At a convenient time within our new government, we will hold a grand referendum on the CCJ, the Caribbean Court of Justice, as the final appellate court.
You make so much promise for us. Look how long you're in there. Nothing done. All for the COVID. You promise the people them $25,000. Nothing done. Huh? So what you expect me to do? Tell me if you sleep with the door and window open and nothing done.
Now, let us stop that and ask Jamaica a question. The Prime Minister explained in Parliament as to why he decided, right, to take his salary, right, and claim that on solid performance he had done well. Let me ask George Davis. Let me ask Big Mama. Had the Prime Minister accomplished his so-called mandate or anything that he promised? Promise number 1, a fixed date for a general election. Have we seen that? He has been there 10 years. Has that been accomplished? No. Number 2, institute impeachment procedures. Have we seen that? Jamaica, talk to me. Jamaica, come, talk to me. Have we seen that? No. Job letter with time limit targeting key performance target for members of parliament. Have we seen that? Have we seen that? No. Introduce term limit of the office of the Prime Minister. Have we seen that? Have we seen that? No. Grand referendum on the CCJ court. Have we seen that? Have we seen that? No. Some of my Jamaican people, when we have an Andrew Onus in Parliament promising that Jupiter is going to come to Earth and join Earth, and you're going to have a huge planet and all will be benefited. I am telling you, you can sit and wait. It will never happen. Now let us go back to the madness. If you have someone who continue to do the same thing over and over and over, and you, Jamaican people, expect a different result, then you are mentally deranged. I am showing you that you will never able to get anything from Andrew Holness. He's a fluffer. He's a promiser. Right? Empty package. A big puff win. So then, for the articulation and the prettiness and the, you know, the snake eyes salesman and, you know, his terminology of, you know, playing with words. Nothing. Win. Nothing. Win. But let me give you some more strong evidence to show you that him is a big puff of win. That's all there is. And that's why, for me, under no circumstances, I would have given him my eartime. To do what? Listen what? Listen to what? Listen to him come again, right? In 2026, huffing and puffing, as usual, nothing. So for all who are waiting on the promise, remember, before he goes into governance, he was promising. And after being in governance, still promising. And even now, not one thing. I'm not talking about, you know, quarter. Less, nothing at all. He has done that he has promised. Nothing, absolutely zero. Now look at this, Jamaica. Let us get into stronger evidence, right? To say, listen, come on, that is Andrew Holness, right? That is Andrew Holness you are dealing with, right? He went into Parliament and he appeals to who he appeals to, right? Now, let us get into this to show you that this is Andrew Holness. What do you expect? Right? Listen to this.
The wage simply is what the average person needs to survive for rent, utilities, education, food, and emergencies. Over the next few years, in our third term, we will double the minimum wage from $16,000, what we have carried it to now, having almost tripled it, to $32,000. In our first budget, the minimum wage will move from $16,000 to $18,500, and then gradually after that for the next few years. It is necessary to do this, and I want all Jamaicans to appreciate how our economy has changed. Yes, it's important for quality of life, but here's the big problem. At 3.3% unemployment, you are practically at full employment. People are not making a decision to leave what they are doing. Many of them are at home, many of them are at the street side, some of them are hustling. And so the incentive to work at that level is not strong enough. So by increasing the minimum wage gradually, you shift the incentive to work in favor of work. So you're going to get more Jamaicans voluntarily deciding to move out of the unemployment pool and into the labor pool. And that will give greater opportunity for growth in the economy.
Let us stop that. Let me just get back to my Jamaican people here. Jamaica, did the Prime Minister deliver on that? No. Did not deliver on that. Again, we prove. Dross Davis, I want to see the matrix on which you grade the Prime Minister performance on. Because in terms of we grading, right, ministers of government, ministers within the government, sorry, we grade them on their mandate, right? And of course, as it relates to the electorate, the things, the issues that the electorate have been struggling with, and how that member of parliament would have gone to parliament and work on behalf of his or her constituency and fulfill, right, their responsibilities. So this morning we are putting the Prime Minister as it relates to his personal mandate, the country's mandate, right, and ask how much of these being fulfilled. This is how you have to grade the Prime Minister. Dross Davis, don't put wool over the people high. Big Mama, don't put wools over the people high. You have to now grade the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had gone 10 years. And so then within the 10 years, you have to grade the Prime Minister based on his mandate that he has not delivered on. Nothing. And when he talk about unemployment, 3.3%, you know that is, and this is where we talk about for critical institutions that cause them that cause themselves, right, to be corrupted. It is very serious when it comes to disinformation and misinformation. I can see with someone as it relates to misinformation, because if something being communicated and told by someone, and the person may not have the time to research it and then communicate it, right, then of course that can pass off as misinformation. But disinformation, as it relates to the Prime Minister techniques, the Prime Minister is not about misinformation, really, most of the time. The issue with the Prime Minister is the disinformation. That the Prime Minister himself will see true record and fail to identify it and edit it, put in his perception of lies and deceit. That is what you call disinformation. And that is what the Prime Minister is known for. The level of disinformation, which is vicious. Just like what they are doing on the net. Vicious. And so then, let me show you, right, as it relates to another big failure of the Prime Minister. One of Jamaica's serious issues is the issue with energy, right? The cost of energy. That is killing a lot of people, right? From the middle class comes straight down, right? A lot of people struggling with the high energy cost. And Jamaica in itself, as it relates to economic progress, been struggling as well when it comes to manufacturing and, we able to, manufacture, efficiently, right? With, that sort of cost control. Sometimes it is extremely difficult because of the high cost of energy, rendering us a sort of handicap, right? In terms of not able to manufacture to our full potential because of the high cost of energy. Now in 2015, my Jamaican people, prior to Andrew Holness, right, get into the governance. He understands quite well that the high cost of energy was killing majority of the Jamaican people, right? That's really and truly a struggle in the Jamaica economy. And you know what he did to show you how vicious he is? He looks on the people's plight and know definitely that, okay, if I hit on this, if I serve myself or insert myself to be the bearer, that I am going to ease the burden. So I am going to promise them cheaper electricity bill, cheaper energy. Majority of Jamaica will vote for me because I am going to provide in them that ease of comfort, the sort of psychological effect that it will have in terms of bringing out the votes. So this is what Andrew Holness did. Let us look. Let us show you what Andrew Holness did. Look at this, Jamaican people, to show you how vicious this man is. Courage. This man is a natural beast. Look at him.
One of the things that I know affecting whole heap of people in Jamaica is the high electricity bill. When the PMP come into power, them say them going to bring down electricity costs. What has happened since? Electricity costs keep rising. They promise that by 2016, they would have made the JPS more efficient with more efficient plants. That's not going to happen till another 2 years. And before you know it, it will be another 3 or 4 years before them actually do it. The Labour Party will make sure that we put in place more efficient electricity generating plants to bring down the cost of electricity to you. I don't like to make promise. I make commitment. And under the Labour Party government, we are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big power plants. We are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big energy companies that can put the money in here to build the plants to give you cheaper and better electricity.
All right. So, Jamaica, we all have heard that. We all have heard that, Jamaica. Right? And the snake eyes man said, I don't make promise. I make commitment. And he did not tell the people. All right, hold on. Let me just take this call. Yes, Sister Pat, how you doing?
Yeah, man. Good afternoon. Welcome there, man.
Good afternoon, my sister.
No, yeah, man. This sick stomach, man. Are you listening? You listening good yesterday?
Yeah, man. May I straighten him out this morning? Sister Pat?
Bunch of fool. Hear what the man was saying. A person or persons who write history, who write it, knows better than those who live it.
Yes.
Somebody help me. How you determine that? Tell me I missed.
Come, that is madness. That is madness. Or someone reading history is going to gain better experience than the person who experienced it. That is madness.
And then the people them a clap, pam bench. Pam bench tap. No, look man, me stupidness there.
Exactly.
And the next thing, this man won't come off a Michael Manley back. And I try to disrespect Michael Manley. And journalists, who don't listen, you and your goons them who don't listen to the PM program. Brother, top call Michael Manley in your mouth.
Exactly.
No call if you good, no call if you bad, because he's nothing like Michael Manley.
That's why I clean him. That's why I clean him up this morning, man.
Yes, nothing. You're just an evil, treacherous man.
Yes.
You're the wickedest human being born in the world, the entire universe.
Exactly.
You're cruel. You're heartless. You don't have no compassion. The only thing you see is yourself and money. All of your budget speech yesterday, smart city, nothing about education, nothing about health crisis, what is happening now. But you have to move KPH and you have to decide. We tired of your promises, them. The only promise you make is be a broken promise. So all of your cabinet member, them, search your cabinet member and say, how much of them charged for thieves or corruption? Looking at them, who go before the court, who intend to go before the court, who scandal come down pan, and you know sick, drunk or stomach, and drunk or stomach is if you sick, and drunk on your carcass, you know stop it, brother, tap it, and if somebody then we are right that speech and give you, okay, you know, read before you come and talk about it. And with your ranking self, boy, you have to Mark Golden.
Can you imagine?
Yourself, you are Mark Golden, a companion.
Stretch him out, Sister P.
The lady Golden walk with her husband. She can hold up her head high. But you have sweetheart, sour heart, terror heart, and you hold out in a parliament. That is the reason why your wife is so upset. Because all I meet them in a parliament with him. So sometimes we have to get with him. Majority of women them in a parliament know his size or your whatever. I know how you perform. So that's why she's so miserable. No girl can look on Lady Golden. No girl. Because Mark Golden put on visor. Mark Golden man of integrity. Mark Golden declare.
Talk about things, Sister P.
I don't talk about Finsack. And who know thief up the whole of Finsack money. Why you not put out the report? You pay so much money, taxpayers' money, and we still can't hear about Finsack. You talk about house. One get house. When the house them there, you and your friend them make some house and then sell them out. Sell them out cheap now, cheap officer yard. Oh, you're too lie. You're too lie and wicked. Anyway.
Thank you, Sister P.
I take back, come back and listen. God bless you,
Blessings.
God bless you,
Blessings.
Because why is it me there?
All right, Sister P. Blessings. Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, man. These are the sort of cards that when we get them, we have to take them, Right? We have to take them. Oh, my sister Winnie. Lord. Yes, Sister Winnie. Yes, go ahead. Yes, Sister Winnie, you're on. Go ahead.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
How are you doing, my sister? Yeah, man. Wife is all right. She's upstairs.
What is thing on Parliament to say is the Prime Minister is going to talk? The man is trying to get what was he trying to prove yesterday?
Well.
Oh my God, he makes, and then he tried to make like he wants to make joke.
Mm-hmm.
We wasn't going to give Mark Golden a cap. You better go and put it first by road ahead, and then road that will make him
exactly
13 get a little bit, and the other two in Parliament will get a little taste of it too. Go, you can't. You're nothing. It's a disgrace for your Prime Minister, and you give $1,000. $1,000 can't even buy 3 pounds of chicken back or 2 pounds of rice.
Crazy. Crazy.
And you trying to, Oh Lord, Andrew, I'm really asking you. I'm not saying you know. This is one question I ask. Do you own a hospital, a private hospital, or any family friends that own one? Because there's a doctor named Onis. I don't know if it's a relative of yours that operate at this particular hospital. I'm just asking you. Nothing more. The next thing is this. White balls do not give the receipt for the buses he buy.
Huh? That is problem.
Pardon me, sir?
I said that is problem, Sister Winnie. That is serious problem there.
Well, he's got to give the receipt. And then the trouble is about this idle company I'm hearing about. You ride from private jet, allegedly. Hey.
Problem.
Listen to me. You was, listen to me, Andrew, come to think of it. You know these people in there do not recognize you. They only stay with you and clap because, you know, you got the money and you're the prime minister and you thief and they can thief too. But they don't recognize you because you didn't come from a certain class. And maybe that's why you're trying to thief to make sure that they will like you. If they don't like you, Chuck don't like you, Chuck come back money. Even the British one there, when you again him half pint, when you that got the British citizenship. What's his name?
Oh, Matthew?
Yeah, half pint should not be there because it didn't show that he gave up his British citizenship. He shouldn't be there. He don't like you either. None of them people that come from money like you, Andrew, they only tolerate you.
Exactly.
You can steal and you cannot do nothing about it. Look at the one that do the onions, Fly Green. He's the one that do the animal feeds, isn't it? Look how he sell out the animal feed.
No, you mean James Robertson. James Robertson, not Fly.
Yes, sorry about that, Fly. Sorry, but you still no good.
And that's true. I like how you look at Miss Winnie.
Farmers that need feed, you don't. Just what you doing, sell it and then buy a Mercedes Benz.
Yes.
But Fly Green, is you the one that went and say you see the policeman kill his gentleman?
Yeah, that's Fly Green. That's Fly Green.
But you should not be in parliament because you tell a lie against the police. You should not be in parliament. The police are doing their wonderful job and you go to try to put them in prison. And then you said, no, you did this pressure to lie. You know why? You take just, who teach you to lie so bad? Fly Green, you should not be in parliament. You try to put down the law that protect you because when you problem, they're the one you're going to call and then you try to put them in prison. If you didn't see what happened, why you go and tell lie? You're like just like your prime minister. And by the way, Big Nose 13, listen, when it's time for them to come next week to talk, I hope you don't shut them down and turn off your microphone.
Yes.
This is this going to be a new term.
What?
You cannot turn off your mic. You cannot. And we are not going to walk out. We're going to stand up, every one of us. You cannot do it. The only mic you can turn off is Andrew mic. And he's not turning it off on you. So you turn it off on somebody else. You know? So
talk to them, Sister Winnie.
I like you. I do not like you, Andrew. I don't like your wife. Furthermore, look after the people. You let down the Jamaican, poor Jamaican, and the one that said, yeah. How much you pay them to come in and say, yeah for? You give them box food again? By the way, how can water be dearer than petrol? Use that damn food, you idiot, what you want, be a clown. I just can't stand you. You're the only person in Jamaica I cannot stand. You are no good to the Jamaican poor people. $1,000. I would take the $1,000 and wrap it up your backside. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Winnie. Love you. Take care.
I love you too, anyway.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. So, as it relates to the Prime Minister, right? Identifying that, of course, the high cost of energy on the Jamaican people, right, is really a thing that, I mean, if the Jamaican people can able to alleviate, right, the high cost of energy, right, some of that money now will just go back, right, into their pocket and providing them, right, that sort of capital space that they needed. And so then the Prime Minister take advantage of that. Andrew Holness took advantage of that. This is how vicious he is. But you know what, Jamaican people, guess what? When he was telling the Jamaican people that he's going to bring in, right, the big energy sector, right, to reduce the energy costs, he did not speak the truth. He did not tell the Jamaican people that what the People's National Party had done was to protect them as it relates to the kilowatt per usage, right? I am going to show you what Andrew Holness had done. Remember, I know, I showed you the clip where he came out on his campaign and the people behind him, yeah, yeah, and they shout and they go on. Now, Jamaica, look at this now. Look at this. We come out for him this morning, you know, right? Prepare for him, man, and come out for him. And look upon this now, Jamaican people. See there, let me just bring it up and show you. Because I make sure I research it from last night and have it up and say, all right, let me show my people them. See it here, Jamaica. Look what Andrew Holness did. Remember 2015, I showed you the clip where he talked, where he said that, okay, he identified the problem. And the problem as it relates to high energy cost, right? He is going to bring in the big energy sector. Now, in 2017, remember, he went in 2016, you know, and less than 1 year in 2017, he did not wait any at all to remove the protection, and pressure the people. Look at this. Special consumption tax, increase excise on pure alcohol, right? 1,120 per litre to 1,230 per litre. He get $403 million from that, right? Pressure him up on the people, you know. Him just want to go in to put on the pressure on the people. Now, look at this now. Increase in excise and tobacco products from $14 per stick to $17 per stick. Remember, you know, it is Andrew Holness in 2015. I telling us that he's there as an angel to help, you know, to bring down high energy costs and all of this thing, you know. Look here, is an additional tax on have to pay, you know. This one costs $826 million, you know, people that see that. May I put it for all of you to see it, you know. Now, increase in specific special consumption tax on fuel. See that? $7 billion, you know. Jamaica, look at that, you know. $7,459 million, you know. Now, apply GCT at 16.5% to group health insurance. See that? $1,884 million, you know. And see it now, people. See the energy cost what we are talking about, yeah. Look this now. Look at the wickedness. Look how Andrew Holness wicked. I played the clip previously. Showed you how Andrew Holness in 2015. And his campaign now we are crowded by a lot of people. And Andrew Holness told the people then that, okay, when he went into power, he's going to protect the people then. He's going to bring in the big energy sector. Mighty God. He's going to bring in the big energy sector. And he's going to make the people pay less, far less. And in 2017, look what Andrew Holness had done. See here? reduce the threshold for the application of GCT and the consumption of residential electricity from 350 kilowatt per month. Remember, I know PNP have it at 350 kilowatt per month. You understand? Simple means that if the people don't use beyond 350 kilowatt hours, right, then the GCT will not kick in. The GCT will not kick in. And you only reduce it to 150 kilowatt. Mighty God. He increased it partially by 200%. Right? Sorry, by 100%. Look at that. An increase by 100%, people. The wicked vampire double it. Oh my God. See the people reduce the threshold for the application of GCT and the consumption of residential electricity from 350 kilowatt hours per month, where the PNP put that as a net protection. That means for householders, if you use beyond 350 kilowatt, the GCT will not chip in. And you want to say, what? Me enough get no protection. Enough get no. Drag it down to 150. As you use and you go over 150, whap your GCT. As you go over 150, whap your GCT. Whap your GCT. You have to pay more. You have to pay more. And see there, so much you get from it. 1,498,000,000. Right? See there? See who signed it there? See who signed it there, people? See the signature there? Adil Shah, Minister of Finance and the Public Service. Eh? Minister of Finance. See him there? 2017. See him there, people? See him there? So let me ask you, people. Let me ask you. Want to still a line up again? Forget more trick. He went into Parliament again and talking pure equal lie. That's why I said I am not going to give him any year time. You think me done with him yet? Me not done with him yet, This man, I am showing you the evidence. I don't look. Him can go on and talk. Right? When Marky G done with him and wrap him up Tuesday, him not have no come back. Marky G already praised him. And what? Social media, what we are going to do? We are going to clean him up. You understand? I'm put him outside. And that is what we are doing now this morning. We are doing the cleaning because remember, I know, Marky G nasty him up Tuesday, You understand? And, the week before, right? Of course, the shadow Julian Robinson fixing business. So Julian Robinson fixing business. Marky G nasty him up and read upon social media cleaning him up. You understand me, Adeline? Last night I taken I was, I went on Andre program for a while and listened to Andre, and I like a very good job Andre Stevenson had done in terms of, you understand, call him out. Call him out. This man again, you understand, me listen to Wayne Lonesome, and Wayne Lonesome give it to him and me say, yes. He can control mainstream media. Because mainstream media, you see what I do? It makes sure they control all of them things, and make sure that PBCJ, right, and them control. Some can control the narrative from mainstream media. It can't control the narrative from social media, right? It is extremely difficult, right, for him to go around Andre Stevenson. Extremely difficult for him to go around Aratigan. Extremely difficult for him to go around a Wayne Lonesome, right? Extremely difficult. When we say extremely difficult for growing a mystic sensation and a melting pot. You understand? And we have a couple of warrior women out there. You understand? We have Anisabel Rose. We have Atta for the press. And we have what my love man Oh Lord, she always have the two fish on her face. What's your name again? Anybody in our chat? What's your name, man? Can't remember her name, but you understand. I hope she understand that. You understand I'm talking to her. Right? She always have the two fish over her face. Right? And when we are here in social media, and when we talk London 45, see somebody put in the chat here. See somebody put in the chat here, me say London 45. London 45, anyway, they big up yourself, mama. Yo, no, honestly, you know. Honestly, I'm not lying. Jamaica, trust me. That lady is so passionate. And she's passionate for the right cause. Passionate for truthfulness. She strike me like someone like what them call him? Dre Bryan, right? I am getting the same feel of a Dre Bryan and a London 45. When I put those two together, right, you can see a lightning rod strike. And social media, with all of these people, what we have, right? And big up Auntie Jenny. Auntie Jenny, I do her thing too. To all of them people what we have on social media, right? You can't, come on, man. You can't come around me, man. You can't slide around me, nah. You can't curve no bar around me. Right? You know, see, as we say, Marky G, right? Julian Robinson went on well enough. And would I say, you know, every ball that Julian Robinson, him sort of, you know, pull them through the crease and cut a couple four and, you know, move up the thing nice and easy. But me tell you, say, when Marky G hold the button, I tell you, say, them bowl a couple bouncers and spinners and all of them thing there. And me tell you something, everything clear. Everything clear the field. Everything clear the field. Pier 6. Pier 6. Yes. And when we have them people here on social media, you can't come through no curve. I watch your Rattigan, my left foot Rattigan. What? Hey, that's why sometimes I call him, I get in trouble, you know. But let me tap the name calling. And let me talk to you now to show the people them see you're all liar. You understand? You're one bag of puff, pure wind come out of your mouth. Right? And when you went into parliament, right? Pure equal come out of your mouth again. Right? Nothing what you say, you're fulfilled. Nothing. So Charles Davis and Big Mama, may I ask you, or what sort of matrix that you grade the Prime Minister on? That me here, Charles Davis come out and, you know, the Prime Minister was simply Prime Ministerial. But what sort of matrix you use, Master? Any other matrix you use in terms of not using the Prime Minister mandate or Jamaica Labour Party mandate if them have one. Right? And you can't say, okay, based on what you promise. You promise A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you deliver on A, B, C, D. Me not say go deliver on all of them. You see how me stop it? You understand? I'm being fair. It may not deliver on all of them. Right? But as far as we're concerned, all the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H that the Prime Minister promised, the Prime Minister can't deliver A. That's the problem we have. The Prime Minister had served 10 years. And let us start the truth, people. The Prime Minister has not delivered an A. Well, no, the same problem the Integrity Commission have with him. For all the years, the Integrity Commissioner asked him, say, watch out, come in with the information now to have your statutory declaration certified. Now you say you have only $170 million as it relates to your income, assets, and liability. But you see $470 million run over your so in a tree company. Yeah. So come talk how them things are going now. How them things are go. And you can't, and now you can't answer it. Going 4 years and you can't answer it. You understand? So your promises that you made, you can't deliver an A. And look how much you promise. You promise A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And nothing. You can't deliver an A. Let me show you a bigger thing now, people. Watch this now, people. Look at this. They are female. Look at this, people. This is one of the biggest insults to Jamaica. Well, let me take a little sip out of the liquid here. Yes, people, I get a little sip out of the liquid. I enjoy the morning. You understand? Because I want to make me enjoy the morning, you know. I like how I respond. Yes, caller, you have reached Mystic Sensation. How can I help you? Hey!
Yes.
What go on, my sister?
I'm not stopping up and not get no. It's not going to get no turtle.
Talk about things them now.
Yes, you not get that, you know. We must be profound about that. That is not getting no more term. We must put out every effort that anti-illness time end after these.
Yes.
What, 3 years left? About 3 to 4 years?
Yeah, call it so.
And that party must never come back in existence to take up power in Jamaica leadership. Never again. You can imagine. He's beating down on Michael Manley. He's living off Michael Manley's legacy right now.
Him should shame himself because Michael Manley name out time out. Out of damn bright.
Time he's in office. Him going around bickering about Marky G and bickering about Michael Manley. He's living out Michael Manley's legacy right now. He has done nothing for the people and for the nation and for the country.
Exactly. Nothing, absolutely nothing.
He takes to be doing all of that. He must see to it that he runs Jamaica good. Look how much up the brand when I talk about other people mashing up the brand Jamaica. Brother, he mash it up. And him and him party. And him and him millions. And nobody else mash up Jamaica. And him and Jonas. Look, it takes a great deal for Peter Phillips and Portia to take Jamaica out of the IMF.
Talk to them, mama.
That's a big effort to put Jamaica back on its path. And look what the man come back on do. Can you love the country by doing that?
Oh, Jesus.
And come out talking and smiling, Mr. Byron.
Has no conscience, mommy. Has no conscience. Dog name him conscience. Has none.
What kind of nonsense the man come and talk about in a parliament? Making joke off water. Get serious with the people's business.
Exactly.
What you're being paid for. You're talking about marketing salary. You still get more than him. If a president should run, you should not get so much.
But hold on, sister. Hold on, sister. The calamity that we are not speaking about. Him, they get 28 million, you know, and Juliet only get 23 million, you know. Put that together, $51 million in a one household, you know. And I'm talking about my goal, you know, hold on. I'm not talking about that. Him is getting 28 million. Juliet Owens getting 23 million. You add that together and so much you get for one household, $51 million. And him talk about my goal, let me tell you something. You understand? Him not have no conscience. And the entire Jamaica people see it, him have none.
None at all. To be talking those nonsense and foolishness like that. Run the country. Look about the needs of the people.
Hello.
Hold on there, Mr. Hello.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
I'm Sean. I'm working in America. So,
What is that?
fight for everyday issues. Fight for the economics.
Come back another day because I'm on the phone. Come back another day. I can't stop.
Can I come back in an hour?
All right, let me. Yes, so that is.
I don't read properly.
I got you.
Yeah, I have to read things properly. You don't have a booklet, a pamphlet.
That is so. Let me just.
Hold on there. All right, I'm gonna give you this one.
Give me quick.
Only if you let me come back in an
Okay, all right. Let me take another caller. Call me back caller.
No, man, me don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, put my signature to things so me not sure about.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Byron.
Yes.
No, $1,000.
Can you imagine?
$1,000. What $1,000 can do? How much you want bread down there? And it depends on the type of bread. No, $700.
Yes.
Mr. Byron.
Yes.
$700 and $300 left out of that.
Well, guess
can
what?
that do?
1 bread and 2 orange juice and that done.
You want to say that Jamaica people to another them vote for?
Just imagine.
Constructive good about the people of Jamaica.
You have heard what I said.
And, the people are homeless right now. What kind of hurricane relief has he given those people?
Man is a heartless man.
Management has he done? What effort did he put out to help those people? None whatsoever.
None whatsoever, my sister. None whatsoever.
You know the next thing? Him, Seaga, terrible and did bad. Him worse.
Yes, man.
Him worse.
That's the truth.
And Seaga's name must come off of the highway. Take it down.
He doesn't deserve it.
We feel leaning on them, you know. We not for ramp with them, you know, because everything that comes through Michael Manley and Mr. Patterson, he wants to eliminate it, right? Eliminate. That's what he's on right now. We see it with NHT Clear Point.
Yes.
Take off Seaga name of the highway. Take it off kind of business there.
I do agree with your sister. I don't know why honorable. I don't know why honorable place beside them people your name. I don't know why honorable place beside them people your name. It's an insult. It's an insult to our intelligence.
It's an insult. We cannot allow these things. The same kind of measure they're measuring to us, measure it back to them. In this situation right now, me have to say, with what they are dealing with,
yes.
When it come out to bully people, that him a try though.
Exactly.
Eye for eye and a tooth for a tooth. Nothing wrong with that.
All right.
So we have to deal with a man there.
There you go.
So we have to deal with Andrew Oldness.
With there, man. With there.
Tooth for tooth. Him name, Seaga name must come off of the highway and PNP wanna make sure wanna get it off. Wanna get serious, you know. PNP wanna get serious and now go stay in the wilderness with that man there, you know. Me I tell you wanna get serious with him, you know. No joke with him, you know. Oh, because me never see something like this from the day me a little girl I grew up in Jamaica where you go a shop, you will go buy at least a pound of flour or so. But which part you ever see people are buy 2 slices of bread? What 2 slices of bread can do?
And buy some cornflakes. Buy some cornflakes from out of the pack of cornflakes. Can you imagine? Buying some cornflakes from out of the pack of cornflakes. And you ever see this happen? You ever see this happen? I don't know other prime minister. So I want to know what George Davis grade him on. What sort of performance? Crazy.
Miss Shock. Cornflakes come in a box. See you.
When I saw that, when me see some play that me couldn't believe it, me shock. You understand?
Jesus Christ,
And the anti-owners government. But hold on, sister.
And they can walk them out and chat, you know.
Yes.
Because them shame at this one sell out on the vote for.
Lord Jesus.
Eat a full plate of food now.
Mighty goodness.
Jamaica. And this one sell it out for.
Mighty goodness.
I want to happen when someone family and in up at the hospital and that may ask Mr. Byron.
Right, dog, eat them supper.
In Jamaica got stroke. And he went to the hospital at UA. And if you see what them give him the list to buy, cost over $1 million.
Oh, she go pay for that now, man.
Cost over $1 million. No, how much people in Jamaica can find that? Most of the time I ask them if you ask them a beg, you know.
But majority of the people them can hardly find them dinner. Can hardly find them dinner. So how them go find for pay over $1 million for LK bill?
To people in a parliament on the PNP side. And when it come on to the real issues of Jamaica, Jamaica need a burn unit.
All right, sister. All right, hold on. Let me take. Yeah. All right, hold on, sister. Let me take another call, right? Because a lot of people are trying to get in. Blessings, my sister. Let me take another call. All right. Yes, caller. Watch out. Yes, caller. You're on Mystic Sensation. Go ahead. Yes, caller. You're on Mystic Sensation. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon.
Blessings, my brother.
Yeah, man. Uncle Byron, I want to raise a point to you.
Yes.
I don't know if you realize that Jamaica has a more serious problem than Andrew Wallace.
Well, I could explain several reasons, right? But let me hear where you're coming from now.
All right. With everything that has been going on in the country over the past 10 years, all the empty promises, all the lies, everything that this man has been doing, right? I can assure you, based on things I'm seeing on social media, as simple as a picture being posted of Andrew Wallace in a 3-piece suit, and when you go to the comment section, Mystic, and see the comments from the Jamaican people, it really makes me lose all hope that this country will ever change for the better. And I can assure you, if an election is called tomorrow morning or next 2 weeks from now, he will get the 4th term. And I feel so bad to know that we the people are feeling the pressure of this man, and yet we play so naive and so blind to what is staring us in the face.
All right, let me say something to your caller. I want to interject here, right? And I understand what you're saying based on how you view that situation. But let me say this. I honestly believe that Andrew Holness administration had stolen the general election. I honestly believe that. I believe that because of evidence, right, that out there. I believe that again as it relates to the situation that he caught up with Paul Buchanan. Now, let us reason rationally. If that is the case, then as it relates to the electorate, we couldn't place all that blame on them. But let me say this to you. Yes, there are propaganda mechanisms that the Jamaica Labour Party will be always using because they have a piece load of money what them thief up, Piece load of money what them thief up. So don't pay too much attention on those things in terms of what people are saying and blah blah. Even here on social media, you understand, you have people sometimes who comes into our chat, right, and they will just drop them one line to say that Andrew Holness at this and he's great and that and blah blah blah. And we see these things, you understand, but does that speak to the general electorate? No, I don't think so. And one of the reasons why I want to shape that for you is that look at where we were coming from. Right, we were coming from 14, and then we have 28. What had gotten us there? What had gotten us there is the electorate stepped up 100%, right, and landed the People's National Party from 14 to 28. So it all depends on the way how you're reading into it.
All right, Mystic, I agree with you.
Yes.
I totally agree with you. But you see, with that point they made just now about the electorate.
Yes.
You know what should have happened?
Yeah.
Based on what we see over the past 10 years. Even when Andrew want to steal the election, he shouldn't win same way. Based on all the people who should have come out and stick. I'm vexed with the Jamaican people.
All right. You see,
politics perspective.
All right. You see right this up?
From a
You see right there, so that you spoke about as it relates to more people should have come out. Right, I can't disagree with disagree with you with that. I am going to agree with you with that, because you are 100% right, and I do endorse what you're saying right there. I think that more people should have come out.
You know, I hurt people like you and many other persons. When I am show going in the country.
Yes.
And don't feel like your voice is not out there.
Okay, thank you very much.
I might not call a lot. I might not share a program with all of my friends in my contact list. I share the program.
Yes,
and
thank you.
Not from a political standpoint. It's just being realistic, because music.
Yes.
A lot of us don't realize that our kids and grandkids will never live to own a property if we allow this man to continue running the country.
That's so true.
So we don't have no hope, we don't have the future.
That's so true.
You understand what I'm saying, Mystic?
Yes.
And honestly, we're boxed up against the wall already. And the eyes still no.
I want to tell you this, you know.
I don't see no.
Sorry, I want to tell you this, you know, Carla. Right? When you know what encouraged me? Let me tell you what encouraged me. Right? I don't want you to just pay attention to me for a while. When you have a platform like Andre Stevenson, I'm going to show you something. And when an Andre Stevenson keep his program, and in his chat room alone, you see he canvas roughly about mark 7 to 8, sometimes even 10,000 in a chat room alone. Now, when you compare that to other mainstream media, there is no mainstream media in Jamaica that's able to do that. Now, remember that Andre Stevenson is just one party now. When you look on a Rattigan, a reason with Rattigan, and a Rattigan sometimes canvas said 1,000 to 1,500, right? You look on a Mystic Sensation and Lonesome and other people like a Portland Spice, them a canvas roughly about 1,000 and odd people in them chat at times, right? And when you make that comparison with mainstream media, they are not able to do that. And the mainstream media space is what Andrew Holness administration control. So when you look on mainstream media versus social media, and we are talking about influence now and how influence move, here why now I am 100% confident. When we look on the People's National Party, we have the sort of members that we have in comparison to a Jamaica Labour Party administration cannot be compared. And me na speak bias. It just cannot be compared when it comes to exactly when it comes to the level of potency. When you see we have the Parliament on a Tuesday, and people gear up for listen to a Nikisha Burchell, gear up to listen to a Isaac Buchanan, gear up. I mean,
let me say it for you.
Say it for me, my brother.
Pure substance, my brother. Logics. Substance and logics.
Aye.
Never said two more things before we go.
Yes, my brother.
I don't want to stay too long. Here what we're going with Andrew now. You see the work you put in?
Yes.
And other people put in mistake.
Yes, some more on your song now. Some more on your song. Yes.
It does a lot, you know.
Yes.
Because I can tell you, I don't know if you realize, if you're looking at Andrew. Andrew's a young man, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you're a big man for Andrew. You look fresher than Andrew.
Yes, man.
Him not say good. Him not happy. When you see him come out and you see him in a parliament attack and much I put out the best. Well, I mean, with prison prisoner wave over him head, I don't think him can sleep properly. Alright. I'm gonna raise one more point to the now, which the one was very important one. Enough people don't really understand now watch. Geopolitics. Yes. Andrew find himself in one spot where we know emotion can turn by the hands at time. Because with the Cuban doctors
Mm-hmm.
and healthcare workers.
Yes.
A lot of people think that Andrew made this decision based on doing what's best for Jamaica. He's portraying that. But enough people don't know that Andrew has saved himself.
Well said. 100% correct.
A lot of people don't say that. But guess what? Here where the predicament is. Andrew is coming under pressure from both US and both China.
Well said again. Well said, 100%. It seems like you're a smart geopolitics strategist like myself. Yeah, well said.
He's between a rock and a hard place. You know?
He's a political prostitute layer right between both of them.
Trust me. I am sitting tight, and I am waiting for the outcome. Because this outcome will not be pretty.
Oh Lord. Well said, my brother.
Mystic.
Yes, my brother.
Pick up yourself and wait.
Thank you, my brother.
Do the good work.
Blessings, blessings, blessings. All right. Yes, my Jamaican people. Let me tell you that this program, boy. All right, another caller. All right, let me. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Go ahead. Yes, my brother. How you doing?
Yeah, man, second time for your program, man.
Thank you, man. Always welcome.
You never be there gluing from a laptop, you know, when I watch you, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yo, what we calling about Mystic? Yesterday.
Yes.
The budget debate with the Prime Minister.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Mystic, do you get anything from what he was saying yesterday? I mean, like,
all right, let me
uplifting towards Jamaica, progress with poor people.
Let me be honest with you. To be honest, I didn't listen to him, and I don't wish to listen to him, right? But persons send me clips, and after going over it, right, and wish I had anticipated for the reason for not to listen to him, because I know that it is just only garbage and just gimmickry and just nothing to do about nothing, right? But what the little that I heard, right, as I anticipated, he had fulfilled my anticipation. Garbage, my brother, garbage.
Honestly, I'm expecting because when I listen to Mark Golden, because I really glued in. When I said I glued into the program with Mark Golden, opposition leader, bringing out his debate.
Yes.
Speech, I see where he's going. I honestly, no bias thing. I see where this man,
yes,
man speak like him is the leader of Jamaica, right?
Well, I mean, he is basically. I mean, he is basically. So,
real, man. I mean,
we don't have a leader. Do we have a leader? Do we have a leader?
Well, to be honest with you, Mark Golden is.
Okay.
Mark Golden is the leader because he come out and he speak like he is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. He is the number one Prime Minister of Jamaica right now.
Can you imagine the opposition? The opposition was prime ministerial. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Very strategic in his speech. And I mean, I'm looking for the Prime Minister to come and give his speech because remember, this is a budget debate, you know, brother. And for him to get so much leak from a Julian Robinson,
Oh my goodness.
from a Mark Golden and the social media space like yours, and you know, I mean, Jay Bryan, Andre Stevens, and, you know, I mean, a Bolo VNR.
Bolo, what I mean to remember Bolo? Hot food. So much of it.
You know what I mean? I beat him.
Yes.
I'm looking for him to come out now swinging. I mean, like, give some hope for us to say, okay, well, I can see where he's coming from now. I hope he continue on that path.
Yes.
I'm looking for it to be that way. But
He has not made any transformation as it relates to bringing prosperity within the space of the economy. None, nothing.
No, because honestly, Mystic, I'm listening to him about for an hour. How much an hour? Just when me just feel fed up here, man. Just like I'm freaking thing. But I'm not me just turn to something else and that's chop. Listen to this man, honestly, because I'm not getting anything from him. He just rambling, bro. Rambling, him telling us about the highway and showing us picture of Jamaica. When man go put that and this, that, and the third. And I'm not seeing somebody. I think one of the member from Westwood said to him, so what happened to Westmoreland? Because when he named out St. Elizabeth, he said nothing toward Westmoreland. So it's like the minister said to him, so what about Westmoreland? He said, hold on, I'm coming to Westmoreland. I may not reach there yet, but I'll get there. But if you're talking about St. Elizabeth, these are the two main parishes that, a matter of fact, Westmoreland is where the fall of the hurricane started. It spread around to Westmoreland, to St. Elizabeth, going on over into Montego Bay, up into Clarendon, those places. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You have to realize that the place where the storm hit the worst, the first part of the island is Westmoreland.
All right, let me give you a minute for finish up because the calls them are coming in like rapid.
Yes. All right. So I expect him to go near first and then you spread your wings across the
exactly.
The other island.
Exactly.
He doesn't.
Exactly. He didn't.
And I mean, I'm saying, what's wrong with this guy? You see, I mean, he is saying, okay, hate is over. Okay, hate is over. Now, it's time to build. Okay, build. What? Westmoreland is under siege. St. Elizabeth is under siege. Clarendon is under siege. Montego Bay is under siege. St. James, my parish, is under siege.
Yes.
They need help.
Exactly.
So what we're saying is time, the aid is over, and time, people don't have house to live into.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly.
So I'm saying, I mean, like, I don't get nothing from this man's speeches today, but when Mark Golden come up and speak, I can say, yes, I can resonate with whatever. And when the man pop about the water, almighty God, I go to Jamaica, the last time I go to Jamaica, I buy a bottle of water in my community. And I want $100 or something that I pay for the bottle of water, and that was 20.
Hold on. I'm glad you confirmed that. Yes. I'm glad you confirmed that. Right?
St. James, that is in Mafuta area.
Yes.
For $100 and something. I don't remember the amount. I think it's 150 or somewhere down there. I pay for it.
And him come on, make it look like the opposition leader was lying. Right? Can you imagine?
Listen to me, man. These Chelsea people, man, I don't know. Bro, honestly to God, I don't know what's wrong. Let me tell you something. These are the diarrhea creatures.
Yeah, that's why when me talk to them, you know. I talk to critical thinkers like you. Right?
You know, because I leave from Canada and come to Jamaica. When I come to Jamaica and go in my community and I buy a bottle of water, that is what I pay for the bottle of water. It wasn't less. And I go to Montego Bay again, and then when I buy a food for $1,500, and it was 3 of us, and I have to say, what? $1,500 for a plate of food? They said, yes, oxtail and chicken. I said, oh my God. Wow. I can't believe. And the drinks not
you better believe it.
Added to it yet. So I spent over $5,000 right there. So
look at that.
For food and drink alone.
Look at
over
that.
$5,000. You know what I'm saying? And this man is up there gaslighting up Jamaica, make it look like what Mark William was saying. This was wrong.
That's pure political grandstanding. Pure political grandstanding. What else?
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to say this and leave because I know your caller is not coming in.
Yes.
What he need to do is take a walk in the communities and hear the cry of the people.
Exactly.
What he doing is just sending out his agents out there to bring back news to him. And whatever the agent said to him, that's what he goes by. I think what Mark Golden do, because Mark Golden is always on the ground.
Yes.
He interacting with the people, just like how Mama P and Mama P, Portia Simpson Miller, and PJ Patterson would do on the ground. Interact with the people so he know exactly. Nobody have to come and tell him, say, look here, it's 10 cents for the bottle of water, and this one I come tell me, say, why have 5 cents? No, he know exactly. Said, okay, in the corner area, this is what it is selling for. It's expensive. Let's bring it down. Let's see what we can do to bring it down, that for the poorer class of people can get it more efficient.
There you go.
I think you need to do that, and I'm gonna leave it at this.
All right. Thank you, my brother, and walk good. Thank you. All right, there you go. So, yes, let us get to the Prime Minister with him bag of promising. Right? Now, look here, people. This is it in terms of, right, how critical education is. And when we tell the Jamaican people that this Jamaica Labour Party administration, right, has no form of impetus when it comes to education, right? Have no interest there in terms of educating the people. Because if the people are educated, they wouldn't vote for a Jamaica Labour Party. They wouldn't. But look at this now, right? And I want to ask Big Mama Andreas Davis, if Andrew Holness had accomplished this. Now, listen, Jamaican people, funds being put in place to build 6 STEM schools is to show you that the Prime Minister know what it takes to, you know, when we talk about moving Jamaica forward. But him is a PR specialist. Him is a PR specialist. Hold on, let me tell you. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation. Please go ahead.
Hi, Lucy. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am very well.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll make it short.
All right.
You and the other bloggers, you all keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much, madam.
Keep doing what you're doing. It's always God and time. Always remember that, okay, sir?
Here you go. Here you go.
You have a good one.
Thank you. That was a lovely call, a spicy call, right? Trust me, I love that. Right, and that's why, you know, when we have callers like, you know, all the callers who call us, right, it gives us the energy. The people who in the chat, particularly for those who participate in the chat, those are my energizer bunnies, you know, right? Look, I have to stay in this fight, you know, right? I can't, right, regardless of how busy I am, but this is my way of giving to my country. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead. Yes, caller. If you have a device in the background, please turn it off because it's giving us some feedback in studio here. Okay, no. All right. Go ahead now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 110%. Yes.
Yes, I big up to Bolo and we alone to Radical.
The whole world, man. The whole world.
Big up. But me not language, but that's
all right.
Want to call before the call here.
Yes.
And then don't win the election. It's evidence.
Yes.
That the man then take the election.
Exactly.
Before they must take it and we see that they talk.
Yes.
And then sorry for Jamaica to PNP.
Yes.
They're not hide and bold. The next thing, we not agree with the caller when they say, Andrew, don't know we are born in the ghetto. He just not care.
Him just not care, caller. Him just not care. I agree with that. I said catching him come from him born in the ghetto. Him just not care. You're right. Blessings, my brother. Blessings, my brother. Blessings. All right. Yes. Another wonderful call. Right. So yes. So let us deal with this. Right. Now, funds being put in place to build 6 STEM schools. Look, August 30, 2024, the people see the date there? Not lying. See the date there? Watch here. See it here? PR boss this. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation. Please go ahead.
Hello, Byron.
Hey, how are you doing?
And hi to everyone in the chat. I know you're in flow, but you know that you call us, we'll call you when we get an opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah? I just have a few questions,
Yeah.
Maybe you may be able to answer me, yeah? How many, in your opinion, with your opinion,
yes,
how many of the workforce in Jamaica works for the public sector compared to the private sector?
To be honest, I just don't want to answer you like that. I would have to really do a research.
No, I'm not going to hold you to it. Don't worry.
Yes.
Okay, but would you say we've got a lot of in Jamaica? There's a lot of small, medium-sized businesses. Yeah.
Yes.
So you know you've got the public sector workers. Yeah.
Yes.
The reason I'm saying that, is because in the UK, the biggest employer here is the National Health Service. That have over 2 million.
Okay.
Staff. Yeah, okay, because we have the National Health Service here, But when they talk about raising the minimum wage, okay, I was just trying to think, right, okay, the Prime Minister of Jamaica has announced that, but wouldn't it hit the private sector more than the public sector?
Yes, I agreed with that.
So you're basically saying that private businesses, I'm not saying that people don't deserve to make to have a better pay, but what do you think the private sector is going to do? They're going to either reduce staff working hours or they're going to lay people off.
Yes, and so he has to be able to balance the scale in a very skillful way.
Correct.
Yes.
That is correct. Okay, so that was the first point. The second point, I know you watch it. I tried not to watch it. But I wanted to see what kind of garbage is going to come out his mouth this time around. Okay?
Yes.
And trust me, it's the same garbage. Anyway, but Jamaica, is a country where tax compliance is not enforced.
Yes.
A lot of people out there, they like it that way. Listen.
Yes.
They don't want to pay tax.
Mm-hmm.
No one likes paying tax, But one thing, if you've got businesses that are collecting GCT tax, they must hand it over.
Yes.
And that is what Mark Golden is saying.
Yes.
If you can make sure that those that are paying, the GCT tax belongs to the country. It belongs in that pot.
That is what Julian. That is what Julian. Hold on, caller. That is what Julian Robinson. You understand? Yes, Julian Robinson. That's why I'm correcting you. Yeah.
But I have never heard of anyone going to court because they haven't paid their tax.
Look on Big Mama. $1.5 billion would.
A lot of them like it that way. So you see when the PMP, Julian Robinson, and they don't want to be compliant. They like getting away with it.
Yes.
Okay, so I was hoping, I was being optimistic, thinking that in his third term, he would actually come out and actually say, this is what we plan to do for the country and Jamaicans. It was a load of garbage.
Load of garbage.
Absolute garbage. And one of the things that surprised me, he actually had the audacity, right, to say they need to deal with people that are damaging the roads. So
oh my God.
The roads damaging people's vehicles.
It's crazy, The amount of pothole. The amount of pothole that damaging people's vehicles.
But he's trying to turn it around to say that it's vehicles damaging the roads. I'm thinking, hold up. You've got the roads that are not being maintained that are damaging people's vehicles.
Exactly. But my sister, hold on. You touch a critical point as it relates to, Julian Robinson, right, idea in terms of the digital tax. Yes. if you look in terms of, you know, our budget shortfall, because we continue to be having consistent budget shortfall, corporate tax is one of the main culprit, right? As it relates to the government not able to collect all those corporate taxes. And so then what?
You said corporate, you talk about company taxes.
Exactly. And so then the very same, and that is one of the reasons why you know that, okay, what Julian Robinson said, right, is such an important thing, because those taxes that we are not collecting, if we are able to net them and collect them, then we don't have to install new taxes.
Exactly.
And that is Julian's point.
Yeah, because many years ago I worked in Jamaica. I live and work in Jamaica. Yeah. And one of the things that we do in the UK every year, we get what is called a P60.
Yes.
Right? The P60 tells you what amount of tax you paid in the financial year.
Yes.
And that's the tax that your employer hands over to the tax office. Yeah? So we get a statement. So it's all the taxes that's deducted from our wages. Yeah? So we have evidence that our employer is paying it to the tax office.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Now, I don't think there's a system like that in Jamaica. Yeah? Because you may have employers out there deducting taxes from people's wages. Those are on the payroll system I'm talking about, yeah?
Yes.
And they're not handing it over.
And okay. So you touch on a hold on. You touch on a very critical point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we have laws in Jamaica, you know, but the problem is that we have an enforcement problem.
Exactly that way. Exactly.
And that's the issue we have.
That's why Julian mentioned about the car dealerships.
Yes.
Okay. How what money they owe in tax. Yeah. Right. And
yes.
I saw it in the article. Yeah. The other thing that he mentioned, right, was about regenerating Montego Bay. Yeah, because it's supposed to be the tourist capital.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. And coastal development.
Yes.
Now, come on. You just had the Cat 5 hurricane down there.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got coastal erosion, right? What he should be talking about is giving access to the beaches, to the Jamaicans, no more development on the coastal areas. No
yes.
more.
Yes.
This man is intending to do more coastal development, you know. Yeah?
It's crazy.
The environment, and this is why NEPA should not be in the office of the Prime Minister.
Exactly. Because it comes with extended problem. It also comes with extended problem, my sister, as it relates to beach access and all of that.
Yes.
Those are the issues.
You put a map on. You put a map up, yeah?
Yes.
They're looking to do more development on the coastal areas. No more coastline developments. The coastline is already eroding, and you're looking to do more development on the coastline. Yeah? You've already got the drilling going on out of sea. Yeah? This man is destroying the country.
Of course.
And the beauty of the island.
And destroying our marine life. You have to speak about the marine life, the environmental situation there.
And this is why NEPA should not be in the office of the Prime Minister.
There you go. So, you know, you are it's the whole system of what I would now define as a banana republic system, you know, sister.
Yes. Yeah.
A banana republic, man.
Yes, it is. But Mr. Bishop, one last thing before I shoot off.
Yes.
Okay. Well, come off the line, not shoot off. Anyway, but I love the little jab from Mark Goldie.
Oh, yes.
When he spoke about the development.
Yes.
And some of us know that was a jab at the Speaker of the House.
Yes.
About the 600 billion development. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because come on, if you think about it, Mystic, yeah, right?
Exactly.
If these developers are, whether you bring goods into the country, whatever the goods are, yeah, that's applicable to GCT, yeah.
Yes.
You're supposed to make sure that it is marrying up, yeah. And people are buying materials to do all of these development, and you're not passing over the GCT tax and things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tax compliance.
Exactly.
Compliance needs to happen. But I'm telling you, a lot of them out there, they're not going to want it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want to be compliant.
Exactly. Yeah? You're perfectly right, sister.
But my concern is for the people of Jamaica, yeah, that if they do not change direction, and they're not going to get a change direction with the sitting government as it is now, yeah, this man is destroying the country. He's destroying it.
Well, sister, I can say rest assured, because with the caliber of people who are on social media, who I had mentioned previously, we are going to hold him accountable, and we are going to ensure that the People's National Party put in power. Trust me, we can assure you that.
Yeah. We may think now it's a long road.
Yes.
Yeah. But you have to keep going.
Have to keep going, my sister.
Yeah. Because every day, more and more listeners are listening to the channels that you're teaching people.
I love your confidence.
Yeah.
I love your confidence.
Yeah? So keep on going, and that's what
Thank you.
I'm keeping going. I keep on sharing information.
Thank you.
Right? Recommending your channel and the rest.
Thank you.
Because most of the channels that you've mentioned already.
Yes.
Okay? Because you need to keep this drive going.
Oh, yes.
The PNP can't do it by themselves, right? They need the champions like you.
Yes, and we are getting stronger by the day. Stronger by the day.
Don't lose faith.
No.
Okay.
Stronger by the day.
Only for a time.
All right.
Change is coming.
Change is coming.
Okay.
I 100% believe that.
Have a blessed one.
Same to you, my sister. Walk good. All right. Okay. Thank you, sister. Well, I see that my time had exceeded, but let me just finish off and then we close off. So here it is, as it relates to the STEM school. The Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, has informed that financing is being put in place. Financing has been put in place, right, to construct 6 science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, right in bracket, STEM schools across the country. And now we say it, Jamaica, come look. And now we say it, here the Prime Minister is giving confirmation, right? Giving confirmation that financing has been put in place to construct 6 science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEM schools across the country. This is from 2024, Jamaica people. He made the disclosure during the annual primary exit profile award function held at Banquet Hall, Jamaica House on Thursday, August 29. So when we tell Jamaican people that the Prime Minister is a PR master, right? The Prime Minister is a con artist. The Prime Minister is a snake eyes man. So when the Prime Minister in a parliament and open up his mouth and you understand all of them things and blah, blah, blah. Again, I want to ask Big Mama and Draws Davis. Did you take this in consideration when you are talking about the Prime Minister, right? To you, Draws Davis, sound Prime Ministerial. And when you spoke that, the Prime Minister is this and the Prime Minister is that, did you put this in the matrix? Huh? Did you put these things in the matrix? So you can properly grade the Prime Minister? I hope. I know you didn't. I know you didn't. Right? So you're just speaking of emotions. Right? Can you imagine? What a piece of work this is. Let me just take the last call here. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation. Please go ahead, please.
Sir, Mystic.
Blessings, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I've never been to a better college than this college here, sir.
Thank you.
My only problem is...
Yes.
I want to listen to all of you guys. You, we on some bolo.
Andre Stevenson. Rattigan. I'll tell you something, Carl. Let me tell you something.
Most of the time you guys go at the same time. I can't get to listen in the video.
Sometimes, so I want to tell you something, Carl. Sometimes you have all some of the listeners have all 2-3 devices that try to listen all through you. You understand? Because, and to me, yes, it is good. It is good, man.
You guys have opened my eyes to so many things.
Yes.
You are doing a great job.
Thank you for that.
And trust me, if these people would just listen to you, then Andy Wellness could never take them to Super Fool, not even for a day.
Exactly. Exactly.
They do listen to you. You know, I was in Panama City, Florida, working, and I said, you know, I'm not going home without having a house for myself. And
yes,
you know, when I contact the housing trust people, they said I should pay off what I owe, and then I should pay for 1 year in full. They give me a certain amount to pay, and then I'll be qualified for the house. When I get qualified for the house and try to tell them that I have the land ready and stuff, these people have been asking for a million more things that I don't even have. You know?
Those
So, you know,
all right, stop right there. Stop right there, Carla. Hold on. Stop right there.
Yeah.
This is the reason why we said that Andrew Holness is a hypocrite, because when it comes to bureaucracy, those are the bureaucracies that he can break down and make it much more easier for people. And he is the head of the bureaucracy. So then when he speaks of bureaucracy, he speaks of bureaucracy in a very convenient way. When it benefits, and Mark Golding, remember, opposition, right, leader Mark Golding had spoken about it as it relates to his convenience in utilizing bureaucracy. And here you are speaking about it, Carla. Sorry to I'm just making it a little bit clearer. Go ahead, Carla.
Yeah, you're right. And until now, I can't hear nothing from them about that house. So
Let's look at
in
that.
order for me to have something to come home to have to start building on a piece of land that I got from my father differently, you know.
Yes.
After I pay up all those money, I can't get nowhere with them. You know?
Okay.
So,
the calls them are coming like wow, Carla. So just speak a last word. Let me just take the next caller.
and we need to rally to get him into prison right now.
Exactly, I agree. All right, Carla. Let me just take the next call. All right. Thank you. All right. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation. Please go ahead. Talk, man. Yes.
You notice it is okay
for
Andrew Holness to go back by in word and no repercussion. But if Mark Golding says something like, for example, when you came to Parliament and announced the salary increase, you did not announce the amount, you know. So everybody would have tell you say yes.
Exactly, my brother.
They agree on an increase. But when you go home, and when you get the full details and say at 300%.
Yes.
And decide, no, this too bad. Now I'll take it 20 where everybody is and get that give back your rest.
Exactly.
You have a problem with that.
I love
some blogger when I see nothing wrong with when the man do things. You know, nothing wrong with what him do. This man now this one we're talking about Sylvia murder and I talk about what PMP wicked and the woman carcass and PMP wicked. And I say, but look what people tell her in jail when they even go court.
Talk about things, my brother. Not even interrogated. Not even interrogated. My sugar.
Conference, you know, you have one arena where they shoot a man when all the shot the fan stage. You have one down a man to go be a Sam Square when they have to take up and cover him up and let his wife back at him.
Yes.
Right, the man dead. Right? You have one I come from Mandeville with Danville walk and him in a bar and the man attack and they kill him in there. Nobody don't go get locked up for.
Oh my goodness. Teacher P, big up yourself.
Look Bailey one. Who else in the world somebody put a dead in the house and you will live at the house don't have nothing to do with it. No get locked up.
Talk truth now, man. Talk the truth now.
Yesterday me I work out one little mat. And me I work out Andrew P. You know say Andrew P has 70,000 a day.
Yes.
And you can give the minimum wage people them 200 and 2,500.
Hey. Oh boy.
You start your conference and tell how well the country don't weird me unemployed and everything and then don't at the back I hit. Don't at the back I know you can't give them a pay because it's a hotel destroyed, that's a happen. You never say that in the beginning, you tell you how great the economy I do.
Boy, me I tell you.
Even alright. And next thing when no people no do come love maths, you know.
Yes.
You know, him say, the pay, Jamaica pay at $8.08. While some of the other countries pay 21 way. And me I tell you, say, anybody at Jamaica will get $8 at Jamaica after in a middle class. Because we don't realize, at that rate, you know, with 48-hour work week, you know, a $52,000 that week, you know.
Yes.
How much people in Jamaica get that pay?
Exactly.
That means he even come on the platform and tell we are live.
Yeah, of course.
Because most people freeze the people who work at the HPO or where they want name. They now get more 25, 30.
The BPO people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means if they pay no more about $5 or $5 an hour.
Exactly.
So all of these things when come and talk, but you know amazing.
But the prime minister never speak truth. For once the prime minister open him out a line, you expect any truth coming out of the prime minister mouth?
No, not all the truth, because even the water issue when me have a grocery shop and I want $100 for one box of water. You see all the water one, the fat box one when you take up and tell you about 40 cents.
Yes.
And $100 for.
Killer.
If you go somewhere in a park or one cricket match, you have to pay $150. If you go to one function, you have to pay all $200. And then your argument is going to be, you wouldn't want a prime minister, you would want somebody to lead your country where would I want buy water dearer than gas. But me don't want a man where lead my country where dishonest and corrupt and everything.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Look what you have, look what hang over you. And a man that can you talk about a man where say what that here. When he can easy well.
But here this no call. The prime minister is just dealing with alternate reality, you know. Right? Nothing about the truth, because what Mark Bolin had spoken, right, as it relates to the gas more expensive than water, is 100% correct. He's not lying.
Yeah, if you buy a case, you can't get it for that.
Of course. He's correct.
Then they know we want ourselves because they don't need to buy it.
That's a strong point to make there.
We not problem.
All right, Carla. All right. I'm going to have to run now. Because yes, I'm actually 14 minutes over the time, and I have to come back 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. I'm going to have to cancel, I think 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. We'll have to come back on the next live. Right? So stay tuned for the next live, Carla. Bless up yourself.
All right.
Blessings. All right. So this is where we are going to end it. And I want to say a big thanks for all those who supporting us and continue to support us. Right? And, you know, we are all fighting together. All my brothers and sisters, we are all here fighting together. So stay tuned for later. Later will be greater. We'll be having wifey beside me, and I will be having melting pot, right, to fling down the hammer, right? So my people, walk good, love you, bless all the time. All right, blessings. I'm out.
So why you come to me with that foolishness, you know? You elect a prime minister, and is a prime minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want the right start that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.